Hello, my dear friend. So today I came up with a kind of emergency response for some of the views which I have received from some of my viewers. And I tried to convince them a lot through my messages, but unfortunately, I couldn't. So I thought better I should go live and try to address the things. So maybe it will be of any kind of help related to the treatment of corona in line with my suggestion, the solution which I have given for treating the corona epidemics, in fact, the pandemic. Now, the point is, before I go for the further discussion and I clarify my point, I just want to request you all, please subscribe to my channel and like my videos, and please share to your friends whoever are there. And because this is a kind of a courtesy that you'll be extending toward me, because if someone comes to know about this solution which I'm talking about, so maybe it will be saving some of the very important lives. Now, point is, before I start with the discussion, I just want to bring this thing into your notice. Like, you have to be very critical about my this video, because I just want that I should convey my message before this video also go for the deletion process. This is very important. Okay, the point that I'm mentioning, please make note of this thing. So the point is, first, secondly, what was my solution, which I posted in my first video about the corona almost 1 month ago? Yeah, almost 3 weeks ago. So my treatment was like which I suggested at that time, and even at present also, there is no vaccination available for the corona pandemic. Okay, so there are a number of researchers, number of scientists who are coming up with different kind of modes, different kind of suggestions, different kind of treatment strategies in order to tackle this issue of corona. So in the context of that thing, I also highlighted one or two important steps that can be taken, and we can reduce the risk of corona infection from one person to the other. My suggestion was that we have to go for sauna bath or the steam bath, along with, if it is possible, to take fumes of a limited amount of antiseptics, which will be having a kind of synergetic effect along with the heat treatment, and then this chemical treatment is also being applied. So obviously, it will be having a dramatic and very, very good results. Now, the point is, coming back to the point now. Now, there were a number of reservations, which number of viewers they actually tried to share with me and tried to answer those questions. Now, there are some of the questions which were really relevant, so I try to talk to those people, and I try to give them my feedback in the form of messages, emails, etc., etc. So today again, I will try in my capacity to give you some kind of further insight how my treatment is actually a potent treatment which is available at present, and we can use it confidently, and it has nothing to do with the lives of any human being. Now, first of all, the biggest thing, like one of the viewer, he was having a comment like, Mr. Muhammad Anwar. The point is, if we are using the treatment like heat, we are using that much heat. Yes. So how this much heat can be used? Because please remember, once we are exposing our live cells, once we are exposing them to very high temperature, so there is the human body mechanism. What is that mechanism? That mechanism is actually homeostasis, thermoregulation. cells, they will go and they will try to regulate the stuff, correct? They will protect themselves. But once, okay, we have this preventive measure, or our body has this defense or immune kind of response to any kind of extreme environment, correct? How? Okay, this is actually, if you consider, this is a good point actually. How? How we can say this is a good point? Because, okay, we are exposing ourselves to, for example, 60 degrees Celsius or 70 degrees Celsius. So obviously this temperature is very dangerous for the cells. Cells cannot survive. So what will be happening? What is the response of the body once there are the extreme temperatures? So body try to regulate. Like in simple way, we start thermoregulation concept is there. Body will try to regulate the internal temperature, yeah, core temperature. So what is that? Body will maintain 37 degrees Celsius. But once we are inhaling that hot air, it is okay, our cells, they can defend themselves against that high temperature. But now, on contrary, how the viruses, for example, my body cells or any other human being body cells, they are able to tolerate 60 degrees Celsius because of the homeostasis, because our body has mechanism for this. Viruses, they don't have this mechanism, okay? Please, you know what, there are some kind of pseudo intellectuals who are trying to, confuse with the messaging, or with they cut, copy and paste from the Google professors, you understand? So I'm talking about the things which are actually very important for the human being. Please remember, I'm not saying my treatment is the final verdict. I'm saying this is one of the way. If you think we are putting at risk the lives of the people, I cannot justify. Can you justify this thing? Then all the steam baths and the sauna bath, they should get they should get closed. Why they are there? At least sense should prevail, just for the sake of not to accept this thing. Don't confuse people. Don't confuse people. There was a comment like, Mr. Muhammad Anwar, your treatment is actually, you are putting a great threat to the people's life. How? I was very patient. I uploaded 3 4 videos. I tried to give the answers. But enough is enough now. Enough is enough. If you cannot help people, so try to help those people who are trying to convince people, who are trying to give solutions. So please don't try to spread these kind of rumors or misconceptions that this will happen and that will happen. Secondly, I'm telling this thing for the last time. For example, once I'm saying, okay, with heat temperature, once you are tackling with the coronavirus, at the same time, we are using chemical antiseptics. Once you are taking antiseptics, antiseptics should be taken in the form of inhalers. And that also should be administered by a really good medical practitioner under the guidance of that practitioner. It is not like you are taking the fumes and you are just inhaling and khalas. It is not happening like this. So please, just for the sake of opposition, don't confuse people. You understand? I have lot of reference. I can cut copy paste from the Google. I can cut copy paste from any other text. Do you have any knowledge? One more thing I just recalled. For example, in my last update, the second update with what I was talking, I gave you a suggestion. I gave this, you means the researchers, in my view, in my humble capacity, I gave the suggestion that what we can do now, all the researchers they are trying to interfere in the replication process of the viruses. So it has been unsuccessful from for decades. This methodology could not yield anything. Why? Because viruses they keep on mutating. Now I came up with the solution. Mean this is I'm not a researcher. Please, I'm not putting myself into a researcher. What I'm saying, I'm giving a suggestion. Those people who have this particular job to research, I'm just providing them the idea. Please try to do some work on these parameters. So what suggestion that I gave in the last video, that instead of working on interfering with the replication process of the virus by using some kind of drugs, vaccination, blah, blah, why can't we start some kind of serious research how to, stop the production of protein coat in viruses? Virus cannot survive. Okay, virus will be able to replicate, but for the survival virus need protein coat. I'm trying to be very simple so it reaches to the masses, the normal people, ordinary people who have very limited background of science. You understand? So if we are able, this would be a new way, this would be a new way to tackle with viral infections. So this is my request to all the research organizations around the globe. Try to work for some kind of solution which does not allow the virus to make its protein coat. So once we are successful, no matter how many times the virus is replicating or mutating, it is of no use until unless that virus is encoded or encoded into a protein code or capsid. That's all. So one more thing is there, like I told you, some of the countries, some of the authorities from around the globe, this is my request again. Please, I have floated this idea before also. I'm floating this idea again from the forum of YouTube. Approach me. We can conduct a research, a study on my treatment which I'm trying to offer, okay, and just conduct a survey, a study whether it proves to be effective or no. I hope majority of you now will try to understand and you will try to support me. And obviously I'm open for the criticism. Alhamdulillah, I'm getting the criticism from number of quarters and I'm trying to respond according to my knowledge. Whatever I have, I'm sharing with you, and at the same time I expect the same thing from you also, that you can share your knowledge from where you get any kind of reference. So please get back to me, that's all. So educate me also. So this is no winning or losing. Once we are doing something, so obviously it is going to help all of us. Thank you very much for being very patient to my video. I really appreciate those people who are coming up with a lot of comments. And I appreciate if you give me the positive comments. Please start doing and sending positive comments also. I hope this time it will happen. Thank you very much. God bless you. Have a very good day ahead. Thank you very much. Okay. Bye bye.